So yesterday we installed these window boxes and we basically laid them out to the rib spacing like we always do. However, as soon as I left and I drove down the driveway, I said to Greg, I don't think we're gonna like that. The window spacings, they just weren't even due to, we were trying to hit the middle of the bay and have them centered versus, you know, maybe thinking about the layout being equal. So this morning we talked to the client, and instead of hitting the centers of the bays and trying to make it look equal, we just went ahead and scratched that and made the spacing between the windows equal. And I don't think anybody's gonna notice that this window is now, you know, 9 inches off center of the bay, but I do think they'll notice that all of the windows are equally spaced down the wall. So now we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna cut all the window frames out, and we're gonna get the upper window frames installed, and then we can start running our house wrap, doing our wainscot, and hopefully the goal is gonna be to finish this side today. That way we got something good to look at. Bottom. Okay.
Oh, this wood got sat all over.
Oh no. So 9.3?
9.3?
Yep. That look right?
Yep.
Okay, you hooked it Mark 22?
Yep.
Okay. Screw. Got it or you need me? Who are you again? Exactly. Big as sure.
Bro, let me get this.
It's already ready. It's already ready, man. It's already ready.
Oh, perfect. Gosh.
Perfect. Is that one of the 4?
I think so.
That was a monster screw.
I have a couple of aluminum pouch.
Just floating around?
Yeah. I like to mingle with the smaller folks. It's like you hang around me.
Yeah, man.
You like to...
I like to mingle with the smaller folk.
Wait. Said that wrong.
Yeah, you did. Did you, though?
Oh, you have a lock in my phone.
Well, it does, but it's not that great. Hey Greg, let me show you a cool trick.
Yeah, show me that cool trick.
So you know, if you were out here working by yourself,
By myself?
and you just made your mark, and that's exactly where you want it to overhang your lumber.
Yeah.
So if you take your snip,
Yeah.
give it just a little notch back. You see that? How that did that?
Roll the...
See how it rolled back?
The side of the
Now you can
board.
do it. Okay. Shush. Now look at that. You didn't even have to hold it. I didn't even check it. It was perfect. That's amazing. Good.
Get it.
Whenever we do our trims, we always try to make sure that whatever way is going to be most visible, we tuck our laps the opposite way so that you look over the lap, not into a shadow line where the steel matches.
That way it looks seamless.
And also we notch out that hem. And Greg is going to tuck that sucker in there super nice.
Nice and tight.
Perfect. All right, middle.
Use your gun, bro. You got it.
No, I let you use it.
No, you forgot it.
Oh, okay, whatever. Right, other end.
Out of gas. No. Wait.
Sometimes you gotta double pump. Time now for house wrap, Greg.
Hard to live in a strategic spot.
You like that?
I like that because I did it.
I thought I did it.
Nope. All me.
I think it's me though.
All me.
Oh, okay, good job, Greg. Congrats on all of your successes in life. People are going to be putting today in the record books for flattest, straightest, cleanest looking custom block-it house wrap. You know, I had somebody ask me if they could buy some rolls for their building. Really? Yep. I thought, now that's an honor.
You want a house wrap like a professional? Use our RRBuildings house wrap.
You guys should put that in my item shop. I wish I had another couple inches. Yes, sir. One of the worst construction noises ever, Greg.
I would agree.
The flap of house wrap.
That would around all of it.
Yeah.
You hear that?
Silence, man, that is golden, because when this stuff is flapping in the wind, there's not much more annoying than Greg. What? Now, it worked out really nice that our house wrap is 10 foot and our layout on our girts is such that we're gonna be just a little bit shy of lapping this steel, but then we're gonna come behind our house wrap, as you'll see. We'll just tape that joint, but we kind of have to do that, otherwise our house wrap won't lap down low, just because that's the way the girt's laid out. That's just the way it is.
The way the cookie crumbles.
Yep.
That's a big no-no. Mr. Stumping Horse.
Dude, who invented those rules?
And who's breaking those rules?
I'm not breaking a rule.
Breaking it.
If those staples get broke on my time, then I understand your concern.
Never, ever, 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 ever.
Let's cover up this,
It's like the golden rule.
I would call it staple rule. How am I out of staples? I swear to you, I just filled up staples. You guys filled yours up. Is that possible?
No.
No, Greg, I swear to you, I came back after lunch. Where'd you get your stapler? Was it down there in the window?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just filled it up.
Doesn't look full of me. It actually looks pretty empty to me.
No, I put one strip in it. It already had like a half.
That's pretty empty to me.
The key is to get it nice and tight up top, and then you're gonna not be afraid to stretch that house wrap down. Ugh. Don't worry, don't worry.
Oh, you went to that.
It's a lot to stretch it down. workout. God bless it, Greg.
Go to the top, bro. Told you that. We had a meeting before.
Let me take care of this flap so we don't have to listen to it, hey? I can't stand it. Bridge out about 4 feet, and we'll get it. Yep. This is gonna be this is gonna be tight.
It's too tight. That's this.
We don't mess up, baby. Nope.
It's running crooked.
We're gonna get this. Don't worry about this right here just yet. We're gonna make it up. Now, I think it's important for people to see, Greg, that sometimes this happens. And the makeup is by bringing it back and doing a fold back on itself. So let me tell you what I think is the #1 cause of this. Right here, you wanna know what it is? What do you think? Do you agree with that? I didn't want to ruin the secret. That's why I just edited that out.
Oh, that's pretty sick. It's pretty seamless.
If anybody was able to figure it out. No, I'll tell you what this is though. I'll tell you why. I found that this happens. This is from stretching it too tight on the first run. This, you just want to kind of keep it going. But if you try to keep stretching it...
Well, I think it also has to do with stretching out the bottom and stuff. And
I can't make up that. I can't make it up. That's the problem. See this? Look at this. Look at this. Do you see how this is like this? It's because this is stretched tight. I couldn't stretch the bottom as tight.
Could be. Get the window.
Yeah, buddy. Thank you. Bring it ahead of here. Yeah. Not too shabby. Congrats on all of your success.
Glad this lift is in here.
Yeah, me too. Keeps you safe. So when installing a window, what we like to do is go ahead and throw around a bead of sealant. I know there's always a little bit of questions as far as, wait guys, you throw a bead of sealant underneath the window? What happens if water gets in your window? How will it get out? That's a good question. I don't think it's going to.
Yeah, why do we? We've always done that.
We've always done it that way.
We've always done it that way, and we're gonna continue to do it that way, you know?
No, man, I mean...
Stuck in our ways, that's it.
If there's a better way, I want to do it.
We're in a rut. Hey, that's the one that moves, right? The slider, the one behind you?
I hope so.
Thought it was. Doesn't look like it though. Okay, you're good to go.
Okay.
I didn't mess up.
All good?
You sure you didn't like put it in somewhere else?
Yeah. All good?
Yeah.
Where's the water getting into this window? Is it literally coming from the inside as in a form of moisture in the air?
Condensation?
Like condensation? And maybe...
I mean, it makes sense.
Well, I mean, we're just simple post framers. If we prevent water from coming in up here, how is it getting in the sill?
Because all the water that's coming in from the top there and hitting that J channel goes over top of the outside of the steel.
Don't get me wrong, condensation, I understand that is a possibility.
Yeah, it's a possibility. It's not going to amount to
but it can't amount to enough to wick out. You would have such a condensation issue inside your building, like...
It puts out that much water that...
Then it's raining inside.
That's running down the house wrap on the outside, then...
Guys, my question is, does that make us stupid, or are we doing maybe what's right for post frame construction because it's a little bit different than a traditional home? I'm curious because I've battled with this many times, but we want to seal this up because this is our only barrier between here and there. We're not putting on trims with caulk that's getting painted. You know, we're literally doing typically a steel J-channel and a steel siding up against this window, and that's it. Then we're gonna come in and we're gonna seal our J-channels to the window, and then we're gonna seal our steel to the J-channel. So I don't know, I don't buy it, and I know maybe you guys are gonna say you're an idiot, Kyle, and that's fine. All good? Good. Well, look at that. I am liking this. Now, this is going to be a huge pain in the butt to run steel because almost every other sheet is going to get into a window, and it's got to be cut for a lower window and an upper window that's in the exact same line. Hopefully we did our job correctly. We used that laser to make sure that the upper windows were exactly above the lower windows, perfectly plumb, and that should help us in cutting our steel, laying it out, and staying level and plumb when we run our steel across this wall. But if I step back a little bit, take a look at that. That's gonna be a pretty killer view as you come up the driveway to this hunting lodge. And yes, we're gonna not call it a hunting cabin because clearly it's not really much of a cabin as it is more like a lodge, and an awesome lodge at that. Drop me a comment down below if you're a hunter and you would love to call this your hunting camp where you hung out with the family after you scored that big deer.
Hunting cabin or hunting cab?
No. I said this is an epic hunting lodge. We can't really call it a cabin. It's more like a lodge. Yeah. And I said to leave me a comment down below if this is where you would like to call home your hunting camp. You know, like this is the camp. Now you'll find that the one thing I always try to do is when I've got a ton of windows, especially windows that are the same dimensions, just go ahead and cut them all, make them all up. It takes a long time, but your efficiencies in just doing them all in batches and groups, you're gonna get faster at it and you're gonna save time in the long run. So always a good thing to do.